Welcome. Welcome, Scorpio. Masculine, feminine, Scorpio. Welcome, Soulmate. I'm Keykey, and welcome to our doorway. Let's see what's in store for November 28th to December 5th, 2018. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father, what's will be in store, or what needs to be shown for Mr. and Miss Scorpio and their soulmate for November 28th to December 5th, 2018. What actions will be taken emotionally, energetically, what actions will be taken for masculine, feminine Scorpio and their soulmate? Two cards need to come out. See what that's about. Okay. All right. Masculine Scorpio. In your past life, you experienced food and hunger. Having food, and being hungry. To have food and be hungry is like biting into this bread, and the bread is not filling enough. It's not the right texture, the right taste, as if you had a bread from similar to this, but it's not. It's like getting a loaf of bread from a grandmother, auntie, uncle, anyone that loved to cook naturally, like just had that culinary skill to make pastries and cuisines, and being introduced to that world of having food done by scratch, that when you taste something that was not done, or if it was even done by scratch, it's as if something was missing. Like, is it the love? It makes you wonder who actually made it, compared to the people you experience making things naturally and trying that out and seeing how fulfilling that made you feel and the sensation it gave you. You can tell the difference. You can tell the dividends when something is given to its best potential, when something is half done. In your present life, masculine Scorpio, you are seeing that you don't want to experience something half done, so you do it all the way. It's like that saying, I'm a Taurus, so I live by that. At times I've been known to be stubborn a bit, but hey, that's what I love about myself. Why have somebody do it when you could do it yourself? It's this plain and simple. Like, you know how you want it to be done. You know exactly the amount of effort, energy. In your present life, that's what you're experiencing even in the now. Whatever you do is done all the way. Whatever you experience, whether it be food or drink, anything, you're going to the places, people, and environment that matches the very thing that you are, so you can be fulfilled. If something doesn't feel right, you don't continue it. You know, okay, I know another location. I know a place or places that fit exactly the type of taste palette that I have. Female Scorpio. In your past life, you experienced being a Native American, being the shaman. Scorpio. Shaman. The S. Connects, huh? I'm a Scorpio rising, so all of this, everything, every sign resonates with me. Yet this one right now is hitting home. Female Scorpio, in your past life, you were a shaman. You were the person that people seeked out service of solutions, for solutions. Just like your masculine counterpart, and realizing when something is not done right, that's when they take heed and do it themselves. You were that person in your past life that people knew that you are capable of not only doing it yourself, but showing others how they can, in their own translation, do it themselves. It's like, for example, how to make a teepee or how to make a hut. You were that chief that people came to find out, how did you make this? And yes, you probably have done it for them. And after 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you like, no, wait a minute now. If a lot of people are coming to me to make a teepee or a hut or a home, why don't I just teach them? And from that, they appointed you that position, that leader of the tribe. Because you didn't just think of yourself. Yes, you could have. But then you started to think of the collective and how that affects you. It's not like you're on an island or land by yourself. You know, around these bushes is a whole new tribe, a whole tribe of people that come to you. Yes, they gave you your own private spot for you to contemplate, meditate, do what you have to do naturally. Get that sage up, get that smoke up, get that purification, sauna, steam, looking at the stars, understanding the ground in which you walked on to help others. In your present life, that's what you're using now. How has people come to you, Miss Scorpio, will let you know how you can provide openly, not a service, but a way of life, a way. It's like we go to our mom and our dad or our sister, brother, friends, significant other. But I feel like friends, family, mom, dad, auntie, uncle, we go to them, right? It's a particular family member we always go to. And we realize we're not the only one that goes to this particular relative, this particular friend, this particular person. And then we one day asked them, well, Do you know you help people? Do you know you teach people? Do you know you provide for people? Why are you in your circumstances? And they start to laugh, and we're wondering, like, okay, what you laughing about? And they come and reveal, this is my profession. This is my calling. I just never had to explain it so openly. This is just who I am. If a person asked me, then I would have to tell them, this is my career. This is my interest. This is my way of living. And we're like, oh, now we get it. So it's just not something natural. Oh, it started off as something natural. After a while, when people kept coming to me and they're like, oh, you have good advice and you teach well and you heal people and you're very insightful, it had to start ringing in my own ear what they were really trying to tell me. And that's what you're realizing, Miss Scorpio. That how people have told you how you have helped them is giving you an understanding on which road you will take or which route you would walk through. Soulmate. In your past life, you were a monk or nun. You stood and steadfast in your prayer, in your worship, in source. You understood very much, soulmate, how seeking, soul searching, and surrendering to source in whatever name, Elohim, Allah, Alpha, Omega, Buddha, Kuan Yin, Lutheran, any walk of life, as a monk or nun, you were very centered. Your heart, mind, body, and soul resonated with the position you held. And that is not a light walk to go in. Yet, when walking in it, it is presented lightly. It's like before making that decision, you had to experience what it was to be a monk or nun. You had to endure or experience a passage to see if this is truly the calling in which you wanted. Even if that wasn't after doing a passage that you decided not to go all the way, you knew that walking and doing that passage in itself was just enough to understand what it was and what it means to have faith, what it means to connect to a source, what does it mean to connect to yourself while communing with a source. So you had more respect for spirituality and religion. Even in your present life now, if you're not into church or if you have no particular practice, you still practice. Yes, I was born into an Episcopal church, Baptist, yet my grandfather taught me not only learning how to read the Bible and just reading it for yourself, but introducing me to other literature, other principles, reading the Quran, reading Kabbalah, reading about Confucius and Buddha, Lutheran, before I even understood how to connect that to Martin Luther King. And as I grow older, I picked up different spiritual teachings and religion that not only I connect with, but help me to appreciate the religion that I was birthed into. To see how all those facets of spirit, of religion, of spirituality has many faces, many names. Just like they say, I am. God with many names. That's just like a human being. We're not always named or called out by our actual name. Sometimes we're called out by the way we influence others. Soulmate. And that's what you're seeing. How people connect to you at times will be spiritual and religious. The actions that will be taken for the Trinity this week. Scorpio, you're becoming the house of Capricorn. You're becoming the boss of your emotions. You're becoming the boss of your intuitions. And your intuitions has always let you become very keen on your senses, on when to know when something is not done right, or when something's not done the way you have sensed and experienced it. Now you're moving forward and knowing that you are the boss of how you move. You are the boss in how you make your moves. You're seeing a contented and rewarded family life can exist. Your emotional and material needs will be met. You're starting to see that trustworthy relationships and how you handle issues of food and hunger, how you handle issues of the malnourishment of the soul. People will recognize that you are a boss of your domain. Female Scorpio, you're going inward in how to become that queen and that queendom of your communication. You're going within, just like any chief or shaman would do before helping their people. They first see how it relates to them and how that relation can figure out a formula or a format or a foundation to communicate the next strategy and move. You're going within, Miss Scorpio, to find out what ways you can show your independence. What ways does your independence match with your experience? And how does your experience show that you are not just realistic in how you connect your independence with your life experiences or experiences in whatever sphere you're heading towards? You're using your wit, and you're very witty on how you work your magic and how you deliver your speech, your intuition, how you have such a powerful intuition that it has helped you to communicate to others. You're seeing that making an objective decision making is not bad. When we make objective decision making, it's like sometimes it feels like a final statement. A final statement is just that statement for that moment. And you're seeing that being objective for that particular decision will lead you to clear away all that no longer serves you. And you're seeing the humor in the situation. You're seeing that when you clear away, or just clearing, when you just clear, you clear your mind, you clear your space, when you see things clear, Miss Scorpio, you'll see that the things that you need to have no longer around you, you see why it's not necessary for this moment. And seeing the humor would be necessary. Soulmate. You're going within to find what is the foundation to your emotions. What is your foundations and how you emotionally project yourself? A lot of times you speak with such spiritual knowledge, with such empathic compassion, that you're wondering where it comes from. So you're seeing how the 4 ways in which you usually show those aspects naturally can help you on understanding how that has actually been, in fact, your very pillar or your very root in how you walk in life. So you're going within to see what was the missing opportunity? What was that missing opportunity to bring this side out of you? And you're seeing how opportunities will approach itself again, but you're figuring out how to see and feel when that opportunity will come around once more. Discontentment or boredom. When we're waiting, we're bored. It's like waiting online. We can't wait till we get up to the hour. We can't wait till we get called. But when we get called, what happens? Then we settle in and communicate emotionally or communicate in a certain level of time what's really going on. Like a one-on-one consultation when we know we're in a public arena. So, open your eyes, soulmate, to the possibilities that's around you. If you're bored, walk around, meditate, music, anything that you use, or anything that being around water, going to places around water, aquariums, rivers, pool even, will give you that window or opportunity to know what possibilities that you have to have your eyes open for. Until we meet again, Trinity, know that you 3 are stretching your wings and seeing how the root of who you are has grown into not only a beautiful being, but a powerful one. I love you. I love you. I love you. Masculine, feminine, Scorpio, soulmate. We will see you on the other side.